and today I'm going to talk about three people, and I'm going to talk about their bios. And bear with me. I know well about Warframe, and you know, you know why. But I do know the technical. Trying to look for that music. I do know the technical bios of a lot of these Warframes. Here. I like to talk about. But now let's go ahead and head into the bios of all three of the characters. Starting off with Equinox. Well, Equinox Prime for me. Equinox is a Warframe who is capable of controlling day and night. And so, she is a typical, I'll say, illusion of many things. Starting off with her first switches between day and night, and her day is that. That's her day form. Her night form is the dress. When you switch, when you switch, you get you get a bonus of shields and armor in the night form. Day form, and that's night form right there. But but you get bonus damage and speed in day form. Moving on to the second ability. Switching back onto your night form, your targets are put to sleep. In day 4, targets become more vulnerable to attacks. The third ability, we're gonna be talking. The third ability is gonna be best bet for your allies. So she is support and DPS right here. In night form, reduce the damage inflicted by enemies. In day form, increase the ability strength of nearby enemies. The last one is the best one. In night form, allies are healed with each nearby enemy killed. In day form, nearby enemies are bled, then subjected into a wave of slashing force. My bad. So this is Equinox here. So now we're gonna be talking about the typical killing bio. The regular AI doesn't really use the abilities. I'm sorry, the regular AI sucks. But the story AI is a different breeze. So what the story AI uses is, first off, the story AI uses, if I can find it, here it is, uses a Stradivar, and she doesn't have a secondary, but I actually make her use one. And her last one, she uses the Torpedo. Crazy, right? And her story, Equinox was forced into a subjected wave of getting tested on and the Grenier Sea Lab, and she was not happy, none of it. She went on a rampage, started killing each and every single Grenier there, and so on. She still makes her superior to the Grenier. So basically, Equinox was supposed to be subjected onto. That's not Equinox Prime one. This is right here. You can find it. You can get Equinox on Sea Lab. So yeah. On to the next one. Next one is called Nyx. Now, Nyx. Nyx is a good Warframe, and I do respect. People gotta respect Nyx for her bravery. But let's dive into this bio of this female Warframe. Nyx. Nyx is a possible threat. A really, really bad threat to all, and not only that, she is also a illusion. A typical illusion. First ability, mind control. She takes form of it. Nyx. My nose is like kind of people messing me up. But anyway, Nyx. First ability. She shoots out a bolt and a beam like bolt and controls. I make the target confused and making them fight for the total cause, which is this is uh a good way to like save yourself with Nyx, and I'll get down. I will get to talk about the bio a little bit. Uh, look how it is. Physics bolts. She launches a cluster of force bolts at enemies, using telekinesis to adjust flight paths and seek nearby targets. Hit strips some enemy defenses. Now, what this actually do is that she shoots out bolts from her hand with telekinesis, and when it hits a target and it hits another target, those two targets will fight each other. So yeah, chaos. I had talked about it when I did this. Chaos is where Nyx sent out a wave of freaking no, just physic blast. But anyway, but yeah, Nyx sent out a physic blast, and what that does is that it controls all. It confuses all nearby enemies, and the funny part about it is that they start fighting each other. Do this on Infested, you see how dumb they fight. They're so dumb. Even Hysteria. And not only that, but when you do pop this third ability, you can see yourself on top of the enemies, which is that's hysteria for the enemies. So yeah. Now absorb. I don't even need to freaking look at that. Absorb is where she absorbs all channeling and damage. And when you unactivate the force, it sends out a radiation blast that is powerful if you reach up to 10,000. Now, I didn't really go detailed with Equinox Prime. Equinox Prime, regular Equinox Prime, regular Equinox or Equinox Prime. Um, Now let me tell y'all this: you do get buffs, okay? Not really buffs, but the last ability you do get buffs. Even the third, yeah, third. So the third you get um armor buff, and then the last one, the day form one. Okay, I'm gonna talk about the night. So okay, let me tell you how the last ability of Equinox Prime works. If you haven't found out yet. So to get buffs from your last ability, in your night form, you gotta kill a lot of enemies, and you can reach up to 1 million. And not only that, but you can freaking instant heal yourself. Then we have day four, which is day four. You have nearby enemies will start bleeding to death, and then suggest it after like killing a lot of enemies, and your allies can help you as well. So if you kill like a lot of enemies, so let's say you reach up to 1 million, uh, I I'm planning on activating it. You're gonna like deal crap ton of damage. Then like that's just gonna be if you reach 1 million, it's gonna be easy as survival. You gotta, you gotta be careful. But bringing okay, next I would have to say for next, hold up. Their bios are really confusing. So I mean they're confusing to be because you'll see why. So her first bio, this is AI bio. Okay, AI bio. That's AI. So it'll be easy, right? No, the goddamn AI bio is so like messed up. What I mean by that, I mean like when you because I'm looking at it right now, and it says multiple ways. So I would just say that well, the AI use all abilities. Okay, like that's it. There's no. Okay, now the story is where we get kind of confusing. So, story Nyx. Nyx uses a Skanda uh, in Paris. Now, let me show you what the Paris looks like in a Skanda. Not that, that. That's the Paris right there. That's nice, right? And then, here comes the Skanda. Here you go. That's a sword. This is what Nyx uses. Okay. What's confusing about that? First off, you said that she uses freaking. Okay, let me recalibrate this. First off, you said that Nyx uses Skanda. This is dual Skanda right here. Secondly, this is Burston, not Bratton. I mean, Paris. Not even there. Then you say that she don't even use secondary. That's the Akbolto right there. So, what is it, game? What is it? What is it? She uses Skanda in Paris, or uses dual Skanda, Burston and Akbolto. Which one is the game? Seriously, come on. Like, I mean, many people thought I'm about to let that game slide. No, the game can slide. Oh, I don't say it. But seriously though, like the most annoying thing about this whole entire thing when doing bios is that sometimes they can be a little confusing. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about her actual bio, which is down here. Alright. Her story AI. Nyx will Nyx is surrounded, forced to use her third ability. She activated and everyone goes insane. Start killing each other. Nyx run out and then jump in the middle and start absorbing nearby damage. Upon reaching enough damage, she then unactivated and blew up, and from a radiation explosion, everyone had died. And she moves on. As she moves on, she meets more and more people, using her dual Skanda to rip through and start. Is that start? Oh, start shredding people with a bursting. Upon entering a room full of corpus, full of corpus, with the corpus, Jesus Christ, with the corpus supplies inside of it, she might control one of them, and the corpus went on a rampage and started killing them. She visits bolts, and she leaves the ship. Okay, there we go. Much better. That's a much better story AI than what usual. Now, the reason why I do player on Equinox Prime is because, which is both, all three of these will have a player one. But Equinox, okay, let me tell you why I haven't done the player one. So the player for Equinox, they say there's three ways that players play Equinox, rather than they play the day form only, night form only, or both. Well, if they do that, then just say unknown, because everyone don't do the same thing. And let me tell you this: majority of the people uses one form. I'm the other hand, I uses both forms. Now I can show you, and after like talking about bio, I'll show you gameplay of all, well, not all three. They don't have all three. But moving on to Ember. Where are you, girl? Right here. Ember. the Fire Queen with a mohawk. Okay, Ember, and this is not me trying to be bad or anything, guys. I'm just saying this because this is actually in the freaking bio. Ember is a rational hellbringer for all light armored targets. She could be, she could be, oh my god, she could really, really troublesome. So all light armored targets can superheat the air, which opens up surprising crowd control possibilities. First ability is Fireball. Fireball. She will shoot a freaking charge and release fairy projectile that ignites enemies on contact and leaves behind a treacherous patch of flame. She stuns nearby enemies with a strong accelerant, increasing all fire damage dealt. Fire Blast slams the ground to create a wave of plasma that incinerates nearby enemies and forms a persistent ring of fire, adding heat damage to weapons by firing them through the ring. That last ability, I played Ember before, guys. I played her before, and I called the last ability Ebola. It's contagious. Blast nearby foes with a burst of fire, and follow that up with a barrage of fireballs against many enemies who dares approach. Over time, these fireballs burn hotter and harder, burn wait, what? Burn harder as they consume more energy. Well, that's Ebola for y'all. The AI Ember. AI Ember uses Fireball, Fire Blast, and it's also accelerated. The story AI, and I have to say the story AI is pretty freaking hard. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that is the story AI is gonna be pretty hard because she doesn't even need to use freaking abilities as much. So there's no weapon included. Ember comes out confused, looks around. She finds herself stuck in a Grenadier ship. She doesn't have her weapons. She walks around stealthily, got caught and detected by enemies. Enemies try to run away, but failed as Ember shoot her fireball. One hit, it causes an explosion and fire spread throughout the ship. The Grenadier was forced to take down Amber. Amber started running through the ship, shooting her fireball, and keep running. After finding her weapons, she gets the weapons and she moves. Oh my god. And she moves to a different location. Reaching upon that different location, she realizes that there's no way out unless she takes the Grenadier pods. She runs back and head into to the main big room where a lot of Grenadier was set. She starts ramming through as she supposedly uses her accelerants, ring of whirl fire, and not only that, she uses fire blast and and as the fire spread throughout the maintenance big room, the ship gets more and more damage. As Ember reaches the near pods, was shot in the back. by a sergeant and rage beaten and brutally killed the sergeant. She gets in the pod hurt and leaves the British ship. So pretty much that's it for the bios. Let's see the gameplay of both Nyx and Equinox. Starting off with Equinox. Don't have their weapons, but I'll say like freaking I like to use the other weapons. Nah, just joking, guys. But seriously though, guys, just go ahead and get the staff. Let's go. Since it comes from the C lab, let's go ahead and let's jump straight into this. There's another bio I need to talk about after doing this, and that's Nick's bio of infection. We're getting the elbow. And let me say this, I ain't gonna play no game. I'm about to go ahead and kill you people. Go ahead and freaking go brutal. No, I should play survival actually. Just to show how truly powerful these two can be. I'm telling like, I'm talking about like, they are really strong. To the point that, is this game over? That's all I gotta say. Both of these are so strong. Nyx, on the other hand, if you if you freaking put Nyx weapons with radiation, now she would become like freaking twice as powerful. Because with radiation, you don't even need to use her ability. You can just use the radiation to goddamn make the enemy ally but stuff for. The thing about it is that they'll shoot you still. What the heck? Okay.
Life support capsule is now available.
Now, the funny thing about Equinox is that sometimes her durability will turn off, so be careful with that. Okay, why are you now attacking me? A lot. Like, you haven't done nothing. Dang it, I can't get up. Can I get up, please, dude? What the actual heck? I hate when you can't, like, get up in the game. It's so annoying. It's like they just throw you around. It's really going back. Shark guard, baby. You know, tell them this is or I was before they go to the shark, so you just was a change it all up. No, man, I can't sing that. Nigga, I'll sing that stupid retarded song. That song was dumb. And yes, that's an actual song. Stop singing. I hope that song take it down. It's freaking like explicit. It's like so explicit. That could literally tell it like it teaches anyone about what they were talking about in that other song. Like, I swear, it's just disgusting when you just hear them talking about it. But moving on to next. this is electricity damage. Okay. Over here. Okay. Alright. Oh god. Okay. Now this is Nick. We're about to let's just say that we're really about to freaking do some dumb stuff. But I hope y'all guys like it. Sorry guys, just like that song. Alright. Okay guys. I'm even looking up every time because freaking I keep on thinking I'm about to get stealth bombed by goddamn roach. Like last time when I came back to my dad's side of the family to revisit them, you know, I was having fun. So as soon as like I got my Octavia, I clicked on my Octavia. First thing I clicked, like as soon as I clicked it, I got stealth bombed by a goddamn roach, and it freaking scared the crap out of me, and I injured myself too. That you know how that sucks. Freaking that sucks really bad. Anyway, let's go on to.
A steady stream of toxic spores is being released into the area. Hold on. Emergency life support is inbound. The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply is low. support capsule is now available. Ready for a capsule. I've delivered another life support capsule. When you need it, extraction is ready. Our operative is making progress. This our cause. That should keep you going for a while. Life support on the way. Another life support capsule is now available.
I don't know what type of damage that was, but whatever that was, need to stop. And what's powerful about me using the type of mods I have on is that blood rush is just helping me in killing all these enemies. If I do like a shotgun combo, then if I do like a combo, then it's kind of over with because I mean, like think about this, dude. Critical, like freaking critical. Jesus
I've
Christ,
delivered
an
another
impact.
life support capsule.
And what's killing me a lot here is that since I'm not playing as Equinox, and Equinox has health, her health is armor. Friggin' oh, that's not lasting long. Oh, that's not lasting long. Alright. Great, I just wasted energy on that. I would say, though, she is really powerful against high levels and low levels, though. So, yeah. But I recommend, like, doing, like, aggressive on high levels. And all of that, and you have a team, and it's, like, kind of game over for enemies, because Nyx with a team is kind of, like, powerful and aggressive. Jesus Christ. What's getting me a lot is that Nyx is not really good against Toxic. And Toxic do go through your health, I mean your freaking shield, so pretty much yeah. You gotta be careful when playing Nyx with Infestation.
Additional life support has arrived.
And I remember that the infested bio of Nyx, well cancel that because it's not even,
Cores have almost completely
it
saturated
doesn't
the
even
bio.
sound right, nor
Get out now.
does this even sound true. Well, me and my dad, I mean, like the freaking bio, so it was coming from another person, and it said that Nyx was affected herself. If you play Warframe and you know the storyline, like already storyline like I do, well, you already know the storyline, like I know about it, then you will find out that Nyx is never affected. Nyx was not affected at all. She was killed by pirate. So instead of faking it, you should have actually made. No, 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 yeah, yeah, Zeeks, please. Well, I got it up there. Yeah, I got two of mine. Mm-hmm. I got it. Oh, it's actually. T. There we go. But anyway, guys, I was just saying, this is the end of the bio video. I'll keep making more though.
Or this is how angry. I know requirement unacceptable.
Well,